Governor Oyebanji pledges more support for revenue agency to boost IJR. ACF condemns military's explanation on Sokoto accidental bombing. And CBN data shows federal government's borrowings drive up money supply by 51%. Many thanks for joining us on News Express this evening. My name is Oladoyin Ayegbusi. Now the news in detail. We begin from Ekiti State, where Governor Oladoyin Ayegbusi has pledged to give more support to management and staff of Ekiti State Internal Revenue Service, EKIRS, to boost the internally generated revenue, RGR, for the state and enhance greater development. The governor therefore charged all the revenue-generating ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs, to cooperate with EKIRS to block all revenue leakages by putting a stop to manual collection of tax and revenue. The governor made this remark yesterday in Ado-Ekiti, the state capital, while performing the turning of the SOD for the construction of the revenue house that will serve as the corporate head office of EKIRS. Also, the governor commended the EKIRS chairman, Mr. Olatono, and the staff of the agency for working very hard in 2024 to receive a national recognition as one of the best performing state revenue agencies in Nigeria by raising the IGR from 600 million naira to 1.8 billion naira monthly. Still in Ekiti State, the state APC chairman, Barrister Shola Eleshi, has, in an earth-warming display of generosity, doled out cash gift to 10 individuals from each of the 13 wards in Ado local government area, as well as the vulnerable members of the community. Speaking at the event, the APC chairman said the kind gesture, which was inspired by Governor Oladoyin Ayegbusi, serves as a call to other political appointees to show commitment to the welfare of the people.
The governor of the state that inspired us to give out to we are sharing prosperity. This is to show examples to other political appointees across the board that they are not appointed for their selfish interests alone, to serve the people and to give succor to people at this material time so that we can share prosperity to all and sundry in Ekiti.
He further urged all political appointees, both at state and at national levels, that his gesture is as a testament of his commitment to the welfare of the people in Ado local government area.
My advice to other political appointees, both at the executive level and at the federal level in Ekiti State, those having federal appointment, is to give to the people, show love to our we are serving our people. We should show that in character and in practically too. We should demonstrate love to all our people across the board. That is my message for other appointees, those who are well to do in society.
The beneficiaries who were visibly moved by the chairman's generosity expressed their heartfelt thanks for the cash gift. The event was attended by several notable figures, including Chief Bejide, Chairman of Local Government Service Commission, Professor Aziz, Special Advisor on Education, and Chief Bosun Osaloni, Chairman of Ado Local Government Area. Away from Ekiti State, the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, has insisted that Nigeria's economy was already in disarray before President Bola Tinubu was elected as the president in 2023. He noted that the president was determined to fix the economy and touch the lives of Nigerians, irrespective of ethnic, religious, or party affiliations. Akpabio said the Senate, who is a senator representing Akwa Ibom Northwest Central Senatorial District, disclosed this at his Iket Ekpene, Akwa Ibom State, during his constituency briefing empowerment yesterday. Akpabio also noted that the president has touched many lives through continuous constituency projects across the country, adding that the regional commissions set up across the country were aimed at the development of the regions and empowerment of the people. Meanwhile, public affairs analyst in Ekiti State, Asiwaju Oladimeji, has again commended the President Bola Tinubu's administration for the total removal of subsidy from the premium motor spirit PMS, which is called petrol, which is said has generated tangible development in the country. Oladoyin featured on Adamimogo FM's Current Affairs show. The follow-up today made this known while reflecting on some of the major events that took place in the year 2024 and therefore picked out some glaring points of argument. He further explained that the total removal of fuel subsidy, which has led to the rehabilitation of 2 public refineries and the creation of the Dangote refinery, is embraced by all and sundry, describing it as a source of competition between NNPCL and other refinery. Also, while commenting on the issue of votes buying, which have allegedly characterized elections in the country, the analyst maintained that INEC should not be blamed for election malpractice in Nigeria, but the citizens who see it as a means of livelihood. Ashwaju, however, applauded the Nigerian government and its effort on security, expressing optimism that more of good governance system is expected in the coming year. The Northern Christian Youth Progressive Professionals (NCYP) has appealed to President Bola Tinubu, Governor Uba Sani of Kaduna State, and national and state assemblies, traditional rulers and religious leaders to revisit and reconsider the allocation of 4 new federal institutions to Zaria alone. The group's chairman, Isaac Kabak, in a statement said its request is to ensure the equitable distribution and balanced development and ensure that no part of Kaduna State is left behind. The group lamented the establishment of 4 federal institutions, namely Federal College of Nursing and Midwifery, Federal College of Education, Federal Open University, and Federal College of Legal Studies, to a single town that already boasts 12 federal institutions. Abak said that Southern Kaduna has every justification for hosting a federal medical center, stressing that the region comprises 12 out of the 23 local government areas in Kaduna State, spanning part of Zone 2 and the entire Zone 3. And to politics now, the acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Umar Damagum, has stated that the party played a key role in shaping the political career of the 2023 candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party, Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso. Recall Kwankwaso had yesterday criticized the PDP and its leaders, expressing his frustration over the humiliation he faced in 2015, which ultimately led to his departure from the party. Reacting, however, today in an interview, Damagum said that PDP was crucial in shaping Kwankwaso into who he is today. He also mentioned that even if the NNPP merges with 3 other parties, they will not win an election without the PDP. Damagum stated that despite the challenges the PDP has faced, the party is still very much alive. The Arawa Consultative Forum, ACF, has expressed deep dismay over the military's airstrike on the Salama community in Sokoto State, which tragically claimed 10 lives and left several others injured. Describing the Christmas Day incident as one mistake too many, the ACF criticized the military's explanation and called for accountability. In a statement released in Kaduna, the ACF's National Publicity Secretary, Professor Takar Muhammad Baba, described the incident as one far too many in the country, noting that it was not an isolated incident, as the memories of similar attacks on Todunbiri community, Kaduna State, about a year ago, and earlier in Adamawa and Nasarawa States, with their gruesome statistics and casualties, remain fresh in the memory. It, however, lauded the Sokoto State government for its swift response, including Governor Alhaji Ahmed Aliyu's visit to the affected community. And as the clock ticks towards the end of 2024, let us hit rewind on a year that kept some on the edge of their seats. From starting the year with explosions in Ibadan and wrapping it up with the tragic festive stampedes, to heated protests, Dangote and the NNPC firing up refineries, to a new national anthem, it was a mix of resilience, drama, and progress that defined the year. In this retrospect, Adamimogo FM unpacks the moment that's made 2024 unforgettable in the nation. The year began on a sad note with explosions in Ibadan caused by explosives illegally stored in residential area. The incident led to the death of 2 persons and left no less than 77 injured. The incident faded off public discourse as the spotlight shined on the 650,000 barrel per day capacity Dangote refinery, which commenced production of diesel and aviation fuel in January and petrol in September. 2024 also heralded the resumption of operations at NNPCL's Port Harcourt and Warri refineries, which Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, admits is still a work in progress as their production levels remain below optimal capacity.
We have not completed 100%. We are streaming the other part of the plan as we progress. Currently, this class is running, and you'll see what is happening now. I'm thinking for them. There are many people who don't think this is real. As you all know, a lot of media all over the place. People don't believe real things can happen in our
country. On
country.
April 2nd, a day after the widely recognized April Fool's Day, Nigerians had to settle into new realities in the electricity sector when NERC implemented a 230.8% tariff increase for Bound A customers, raising rates from 68 naira to 225 per kilowatt hour. While the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabo, argued that the decision was aimed at reducing the government's 3.13 trillion naira electricity subsidy burden, it sparked nationwide debate about energy affordability and timing of the hike.
Money, a freezer has been left on for days. They will still leave it on when all the items in the freezer are already frozen. And 5, 6, 8 hours of their absence will not get into the freeze. They will still leave it. It will continue power just because we are not paying enough. We've all been overseas before. We know how conscious the power consumers are to consumption.
2024 was also the year of a groundbreaking Supreme Court ruling that granted local government financial autonomy. While the decision is yet to be fully implemented, it spurred the majority of states to quickly organize local government elections. In a separate move, President Bola Tinubu restated Nigeria We Hail Thee as the national anthem, replacing the version adopted. Others questioned whether the anthem truly reflects contemporary Nigeria. Also this year, the Nigerian Labour Congress completed negotiations on a new minimum wage that had dragged on as a result of the removal of fuel subsidy and rising living costs. This consequently resulted in an increase in minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira, though some states are yet to implement the payment. Across Africa, 2024 was a year of civil unrest, and Nigeria had its fair share in the form of the End Bad Governance protest from August 1st to 10th, 2024. These demonstrations, driven by economic hardship and reform impact, led to unfortunate casualties in some states. It was also the basis of the arrest of some acclaimed minors who were said to have taken part in the protest and waved Russian flags.
These boys that we brought to the court today, all of them are adults. Most of them are married men. None of them is a minor. Some of them are university graduates. The small kids you are seeing here, they came with some of their parents to come and greet their loved ones. They are not even the real suspects standing trial in this case. These boys were arrested in Kaduna and Zaria. Imagine, these young boys are trying to destabilize.
There were also
Nigeria.
constant protests and conversations over the cost and impact of building the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway projects. In September, Maiduguri faced severe flooding following the breakdown of the Alau Dam, which overflowed river banks, killing at least 37 people, injuring 58 and displacing at least 414,000 in Borno State. As the federal and state government rallied support for Borno, October saw a major cabinet reshuffle under President Bola Tinubu's administration, with 5 ministers dismissed, 7 appointments, and 10 reassignments. The year concluded with tragic incidents as food distribution stampedes in Ibadan, Anambra, and Federal Capital Territory claimed no less than 65 lives, sparking further debate over the level of economic challenges facing many Nigerians. It was also a year filled with some tragic deaths, such as Herbert Wigwe, his wife, son, as well as former chairman of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Abimbola Ogunbanjo, in a fatal plane crash. Death also took Adamimogo FM's own Waju Akin Emmanuel's, alias Dynamo. With less than 6 hours left until the 2024 closes, Nigeria has proven to be resilient through a year of tragedies, economic crunches, and tough socio-political reforms. We can, however, hope and pray for better times in 2025. Yes, so listening to News Express on Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Ido Ekiti. Coming up next, business, foreign, entertainment, and sport news. Please stay with us. I'm a
Hello, good people of Ekiti State and its environment. For your private, political, family, or club meetings, and so on, of not more than 50 to 100 participants, we introduce to you Adamimogo Event Hall. Yes! Right at Oladoyin Palace, Adamimogo 107.7 FM's compound, Ido Ekiti. Ample parking space, good security, clean environment. You also have the opportunity to book for a media publicity of your event on our fast-growing social media platforms. All these for a talk. Simply visit us at Oladoyin Palace, Ido Ekiti, or call the following numbers for more inquiries: 0803 526 5812 or 0916 340 0878 or 0806 511 4430. You can also call 0806 380 8891 at Adamimogo Event Hall. We are waiting for your patronage.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us again. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook via Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Ido Ekiti. For happenings around your news and inquiries, please contact our newsroom on 0811-801-8242. Now to the rest of the news. Riding on the back of domestic borrowings by the federal government from the private sector, Nigeria's board money supply M2 increased by 51% year-on-year to 108.96 trillion naira in November 2025, according to the Central Bank of Nigeria's Money and Credit Statistics data released today. The increase was from 72.03% or 72.03 trillion naira in the corresponding period of 2023. Broad money supply represents cash and demand deposits as well as saving deposits, money market deposits, and time deposits. According to the report, the M2 recorded a 6-year increase since April 2024. And for more on business news, Joel Ogbueh is standing by.
Good evening and welcome to Business News. The oil marketers and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority have said the prices of refined petroleum products are to decline further following the commencement of operations at the Warri Refining and Petrochemicals Company Limited. This was stated yesterday following the announcement by the Group Managing Director of Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Male Kari, that the 125,000 barrels per day Warri Refinery Petroleum Company in Delta State had commenced operations.
As 3 stages, we have started the plan 1, which is called Area 1, the first plan. It is able to produce ATO, kerosene, naphtha, and also a blend of fuel oil. And these are high-grade quality products that are required in the country, and we may also need to export them. So if you got the big one start, this company will make money, and the promise of Mr. President that this country must be a net exporter of petroleum products is already happening.
The development comes barely a month after the commencement of operations at the 60,000 barrels per day old Port Harcourt refinery in Rivers State. While celebrating the milestone, President Bola Tinubu in a statement said that the facility is operating at 60%, representing 75,000 barrels per day capacity. Still on business, the Nigerian Exchange Group (NGX), formerly Nigerian Stock Exchange, has recorded a market capitalization of 62.5 trillion with a total of 641,117,293 shares traded in 13,778 deals at the close of the first trading day of the week. According to a report, the value of these transactions amounted to 15.50 billion naira, reflecting a 44% increase in trading volume, a 3% increase in turnover, and a 10% rise in the number of deals compared to the previous trading day. Also, in terms of market performance, the NGS All-Share Index rose by 0.99% to close at 103,149.3 points, representing a 1-week gain of 1.88%, a 4-week gain of 5.49%, and a year-to-date increase of 37.95%. The trading session saw a total of 127 listed equities of the exchange, with 39 shareholders gaining and 21 losing. And that is all on business news this evening. I am Joel Ogbueh.
The Federal Republic of Nigeria, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has reaffirmed its commitment to peace, stability, and regional harmony in West Africa. The assurance followed the recent statement from President of the National Council for the safeguard of the homeland of Niger, Abdurrahman Tchani, who alleged that the Nigerian government is colluding with France to destabilize his country. Reacting to the matter, Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Toga, in a statement today, assured that Nigeria remains steadfast in its desire for dialogue, which are the cornerstones of sustainable solutions. The minister stated that Nigeria has no plan to embark on any actions that would undermine the sovereignty and security of Niger, as alleged by Tchani. Let's now join Kehinde Ayodeji for more foreign news.
Good evening and welcome to the foreign scenes. China has revealed a prototype of its next generation high-speed train, a vehicle it says is on track to be the world's fastest. Report says that the CR450, which was unveiled in Beijing earlier this week, has been finally established and published to the world today. It has also undergone test speeds as high as 450 kilometers, which is 281 miles per hour, and an operational speed of 400 kilometers, that is 248.5 miles per hour. However, the latest CR150 prototype has been held by its developers, CRRC Junction Railway Vehicles and CRRC Sivanco Limited, for its excellence in operational speed, energy efficiency, noise control, and braking performance. Still on foreign news, the United States Treasury Department has stated that its website was hacked by a Chinese state-sponsored actor who gained access to government workstation and unclassified documents. Officials were said to have described it as a major incident, as the Treasury Department notified lawmakers recently. Citing directly from the report, a Treasury officer said it was informed by a third-party software service provider that a threat actor used a stolen key to remotely access certain Treasury workstation and unclassified documents. A Treasury spokesperson said in a statement to the journalists from various media houses that the compromised service has been taken offline and officials are working with law enforcement agencies, the Cyber Security and Infrastructure Security Agency (CSA) to discover the root of the matter. And that's all on foreign news today. Kehinde Ayodeji is my name.
Femi Branch calls out cinemas for promoting one movie over others. Ayomide Surulere has the story on entertainment news.
On entertainment news, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has announced a lineup of performances for the state's end-of-year celebration, the Greater Lagos Countdown 2025. The event will feature top artists including Burna Boy, Wizkid, Tiwa Savage, Olamide, and Sheyi Vibes in a grand showcase of Lagos' vibrant culture and entertainment scene. Set to take place across 5 strategic locations: Ikorodu, Badagry, Ikeja, Lagos Island, and Ekpe. The countdown promises electrifying performances, cultural displays, and an unforgettable Lagos experience. Governor Sanwo-Olu emphasized the events aim to highlight the state's uniqueness, saying it represents the dynamic energy and spirit of Lagos. Still on entertainment, actor Femi Branch has expressed frustration over the reported growing trend of cinemas promoting one movie above others. Branch's concerns were sparked during a meet and greet event photoing Abraham's latest movie, Alakada, Bad and Bonje, as a cinema. The actor in the video revealed that cinema staff often wear promotional t-shirts for one film, remove media cards for other films from their counters, and replace them with those of the promoted film. Branch further alleged that some cinema staff lobby patrons into watching certain movies, assuring them that it's better than their intended choice. He emphasized that cinemas should not dictate what people watch, and also warned those engaging in this practice to stop. And that's all on entertainment news. My name is Ayomide Surulere. Good evening.
On sports news, President of Nigerian Football Federation Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusau has assured ball fans, administrators and Nigerians in general that the football governing body will adequately prepare for the various national teams to bring joy and glory to the nation in the coming year. Reflecting on the outgoing year 2024 and projecting for the coming year 2025, Gusau disclosed in a statement that the focus of the NFF is on ensuring the adequate preparation of all national teams to credibly compete for honors at major tournaments and not simply turn up to make up the numbers. And with that sports story, we end this edition of News Express on Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Before we go, let's take the highlight again. We told you that in Ekiti State, Governor Biodun Ibanji has pledged to give more support to management and staff of the State Internal Revenue Service, EKIRS, to boost the internally generated revenue, IGR, for the state and enhance greater development. We also brought to you that the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, has expressed deep dismay over the military's airstrike on the Salema community in Sokoto State, which tragically claimed 10 lives and left several others injured. Finally, we brought to you that riding on the back of domestic borrowings by the federal government from private sector, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has reviewed that Nigeria's board money supply, M2, increased by 51% year-on-year to 108.96 trillion naira in November 2024. And that's News Express this evening on Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Olojudo's Palace, Ido-Ekiti. On behalf of the production crew, my name is Oladoyin Ayegbusi. Many thanks for listening.